guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Heather and I'm a reseller on Poshmark and on eBay. I'm doing a ship with me video today. You guys seem to really like them and I don't have a ton of crazy things to ship, so I figured let's do one and see what sold on Poshmark and on eBay. I'm gonna start with the eBay store that I run with my cousin. We just bought out a vintage patch and pin lot of 800 patches and pins. I'm not sure like the ratio of what to what. We paid $350. It's more than I wanted to be at, but the guy refused to go any lower. He had some good stuff. He has some nasty stuff. I think we should still do, sorry, I tripped over my words. I think we should still do okay on it. We're gonna see. I mean, we already sold 2 things from that, so I'll share with you guys that, and we're just gonna have to monitor this and see how it goes. Okay, so the first thing that sold is this National Parks Service pin. It is definitely old and worn, but I didn't find any on eBay, and I just listed it at like $14.99 and I got an offer for $13, so I took it, and there was free shipping on it. If we can get between $10 to $15 on all of these, that's totally fine with us. We should well make our money back. And I'm just going to ship it in one of these CD mailers. We do buy these CD mailers for cheap on eBay, and the reason we buy them instead of like trying to find packaging is because literally for first class these take up no weight and it's super friendly, and we usually buy them from someone in our area that sells on eBay, and he usually gives us like a discount. He usually always runs like, you know, crazy sales on these, so we don't really get a huge cost associated with them depending on when we buy them. So I'm just going to be like writing down for now what I'm packaging up because I'm not able to like print labels over here. Then this one was cool. This is a vintage, it's from 2003, so I mean vintage quote unquote. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, but I'll put a screenshot up. It's a Zelda GameCube game button for Wind Walker. It sold instantly for $15. Free shipping on all this stuff. We're not gonna do shipping on any of it just because we want to move it, and it only is like an ounce or 2 with these, so happy about that. So those were just both listed last night. We're already getting our money back. And I should say that I've even barely started listing all this. Okay, so I actually had this on my store. I bought this at a garage sale and a big lot of Boy Scout stuff, and I've already well made my money back on it. I've just kind of been parts and piecing things out. I paid $6 for a box of Boy Scout stuff. I think I've made probably like $20 profit so far, so this adds another 10. It's just this Webelos Cub Scout, I don't know if it's not, it's like sealed patches kind of, I don't know. You take them out, but it's in the packaging, and we actually picked up one of these in our lot yesterday, so I know that was worth $13. So I have that, another one listed on his store, not mine. Not that you guys need to know that, but $13 free shipping, easy. See, I really just love these mailers. Okay. I'm going to deal with the Barbie last. We'll talk about that last. Okay, so I sold this Lulu's dress on Poshmark for $22. It's new with tags. It's kind of actually more like a New Year's Eve dress. Size small. I knew this wasn't going to go for big money. Like big money. I mean between 30 to 40. I knew it was going to go lower because I actually saw it in Nordstrom Rack when I was shopping there one day. And anything that goes to the rack usually decreases in value. Like, you know, they made too many of them, whatever. I still picked it up. I make about $10 on this. Lulu's has gone downhill in terms of like style, the price point. I'm still picking it up because I always find it new with tags. It's something weird. They have a weird return policy, I guess, and I think that's why a lot of times that you find their dresses, a lot of people think they don't accept returns, but they do, because I've returned things, but you can't return something more than twice if you've like reordered it and it doesn't work. It's kind of strange how they do their returns. At least that's what someone was telling me. So I'm still happy to get 10 bucks for this. It sold within a week of listing, so I'm not really mad about it. For Poshmark, I like to use the little thank you stickers. So I use this paper now for POSH. I've mentioned in other videos just because it's economic and it's cheap. I always wrap the clothes. I've seen other YouTubers say if a postal worker smokes, whatever, this just gives it an extra layer of protection. It's happened. People complain their clothes smell like smoke, and you know, I'm not a smoker and this isn't kept in smoke, so this just gives it an extra layer of protection, and it doesn't have to just be a smoke smell, so it'd be any smell. So always recommend wrap up your clothes before sticking them in a package if you can. So Poshmark, as I've mentioned, lets you use any priority mail packaging as long as it's under 5 pounds, so I use the free packaging. I will use cuter packaging if it's like a $50 plus sale, or sometimes if the spirit moves me. If I think it's going to be a difficult buyer. And you'll see what I'm talking about, what I would substitute in just a minute. Alright, now I'm going to wrap up. This is another Lulu's piece. This actually was a good buy because this was only $5. It sold for $20 and then Poshmark takes care of the shipping. It's a $10 profit, but it sold within like 2 days of me listing it. It's a what is this called? Bodysuit. And it was new with tags, and it was a sought after style that currently they are out of on their website. They do restocks all the time, so a lot of times you'll find clothes on there from like 2 years ago. But this one, since it was sold out, it sold super fast and I made $10 quickly. So again, it pays for my gas. I will make a $10 profit on anything that I can sell in 2 days. I don't care if that's not high enough. So for this one, I kind of wrapped up smaller. I'm probably going to just use one of my cute mailers for it, just because, I don't know, it'll be a little easier to, you know, kind of squish together. So yeah, when the spirit moves me, I use these. I do get good deals on them. I always buy the one that's on sale on Amazon. So I usually get a pack of 100 for like 12 to 15 bucks. It's not a big deal to me. And they look super cute when you mail everything out. Okay, next thing that I sold, these sold super fast. These were Sam Edelman, the Yarrow in size 8. Yarrows do really well. You know they're the Yarrow if they have like the regular strap up here, an ankle strap, and it's usually a 5-inch heel. So these always have done traditionally very well for me on Poshmark. So I picked them up for $3 instantly, and let's see, they sold for $25. Poshmark takes care of the shipping. I was paid out $18.28, so I made a quick, what, 15 bucks, and within 2 days they sold. So definitely a yard sale pickup to keep an eye out for sure. I have another pair listed, and I couldn't figure out why they weren't selling, and I realized it's because they're not the Yarrow. The Yarrow is a hot style. Also, something else I should point out to you guys is this logo that goes like straight up and down the shoe. They just started moving away from it, so now it's just an S and E up here. So these are older. You're going to start seeing these being phased out, so just keep that in mind when you're buying them. This style is still consistently selling for me for $25, as you can see, so I'll probably, you know, still pick it up because the Yarrow is just still being made, but you just might want to be careful if you're sourcing other Sam Edelman shoes. Because people look for that. They look for the logo, if it's current or not. So since these sold on Poshmark, again, I can use whatever packaging I want. Just has to be under 5 pounds. They have an agreement with the post office. I kind of wish eBay did that. The only downside is, like, the shipping can be $5, $6, or just under $8, and their standard shipping is $8. That's how they get away with it. To me, I have to take a hit if I want to charge $6, which I always do. I never do $5 anymore because I feel like people don't expect you to. It is easier though, like with shoes. I mean, someone only had to pay $6 to ship shoes. I'm taking a $1.50 hit, I think it is. I mean, if you think about it, like, that's kind of good compared to eBay. I don't even like really bother listing shoes on eBay anymore. Okay, so that's it for Poshmark and like eBay patches. Now we're gonna move on to just, I think, what, two other things for my store? No, we have another eBay sale that's closed. I always feel like a little bit frazzled when I do ship with me's because this isn't normally where I ship. Oh, and my office looks like a literal tornado went off and it's giving me anxiety because there's literally hatches and pins everywhere because they were all on this table and I just kind of threw them. So eBay actually had a clothing sale for once. I sold these, I bought these a while ago. I've sold them before, but I bought these because of size because they didn't sell for enough money before, and I also had them new with tags, but these were an extra large Aerie shorts, the paper bag. I thought because they were an extra large these would sell, and they did, and I did make a profit. They did sit though, so I probably wouldn't pick them up again. I always see these in the thrift store. I don't know, maybe they didn't have a good following. They got super wrinkled, but whatever. So what did these sell? I picked them up for $5 at the thrift store. That's all shorts are $5. And let me just look real quick. What did they sell for? They sold for $17.59 plus shipping, so not a bad profit there. Okay, so because I needed to go first class, I can't use like the priority packaging that I use for Poshmark. Because Poshmark is just all priority. There's no first class. Which I wish they would make that an option, but I guess like it ruins their deal with the post office, which some people do prefer. Some people like that deal. Alright, so that is good there. And that is all ready to go for its class. Cute. Okay, so Teen Talk Barbie, I sold her for $12.99 plus shipping. She sold within 24 hours. I was going to keep her, but she's one of the dolls that smells like cat pee from the Facebook Marketplace buy that I did. The box doesn't smell that bad anymore, but I'm sure as a doll she obtained the smell, and because that gives me just bad vibes, I just decided to sell her super cheap. Probably more like a $20 doll, but somebody got a good deal. I mean, the box is faded, it's dinged, it has problems. 24-hour sale, fine with me. Not going to be doing any more buys from this girl because my profit went drastically down since I had to just close the odor on every listing. I should have cleaned up like $300-ish on everything, but unfortunately the smell was something I couldn't get around, which I did in the second buy for some reason. I'm not sure at all. It just was fine after I just like bladed it, but yeah, these ones were past the point of no return. So what are you gonna do? Now you know. Smell this stuff. I don't, but like what was I supposed to do? Like tell her no? Like I don't want to make the buy? Probably. I felt bad though because it was like going towards her daughter and her daughter was like 4. And if you have kids and you have a soft spot, you know what I mean. So I already looked this up and this is going pretty close to me, so it's actually going to ship cheapest priority. Sometimes if stuff goes close to you, priority actually is going to be the cheapest. It's not going to work for me though in a priority box. It'll squish the doll, so I'm just going to use this one that I think I got from Amazon. And I'm just going to put some of the bubble. I save everything that comes from Amazon. And I'm just going to put some air in there and seal it up. So I'll figure this out at another time in terms of like printing the label. Okay, now I need to look up and I need to see how to ship the Hess truck because I'm thinking that if it's going local, priority is also going to be cheaper, but we're going to double check. Because if you want to go parcel select ground, you can't use a priority box. But I'm thinking priority is going to work in my favor on this for some reason. Because it fits in a shoebox. And I did notice if you use the dimensions of the USPS boxes, okay? If you use the dimensions of the USPS boxes, I swear they give you a cheaper priority rate. I swear. So like, for example, this is going to also, it's going to New Jersey. That's pretty close to where I live. Priority is going to be $7.96, and that only weighs 2 pounds. So Yeah, like what's going on there? I think they favor when you put in their dimensions, because I'm going to use the Priority Mail shoebox. And like just to give you an example, because like Parcel Select Ground, okay, Parcel Select Ground's cheaper. It's $7.64, but I don't know. I like the insurance value with the Priority. And when we're talking 30 cents, I don't favor Parcel Select. If we're talking like a few bucks, I do. But when we're talking 30 cents, I always pick Priority. Yeah, that 30 cents can add up, but if it gets damaged, at least I can file a claim and get my money back, because this buyer paid $9.90 for shipping. So this Hess truck, I forgot. I totally didn't. Like I said, I'm scattered when I make these. This sold for $9. Pick $9.99 plus $9.90 shipping. Tongue twister. So the order value was at $21.21. Go play the lottery. Anyway, I feel like you guys think I'm crazy. Anyway, I'm going to ship it Priority because 30 cents is not a big deal, and I'm going to make money on the shipping, and I do not refund shipping unless they ask, especially if it's only within $2. You have to add in your packaging supplies, and if it's within $2, that covers your bubble wrap, your whatever, your stuffer. You have to think about that. If it's like a huge difference of like 20 or so dollars, yeah, I'll usually bite and refund it, just so I get positive feedback. It just depends. But if we're talking $2, I never refund it, because you're probably spending that in tape, in supplies, and I think it's justifiable. So that's going to ship out Priority. And I would show you guys how I pack it, but I already really told you. And I kind of think like the video's kind of taking a turn downhill at this point. Popping in on the iPhone with another quick sale I just made, just going off that Boy Scout stuff that I bought at a garage sale personally, so this is on my store. I just sold this Mother's Pride lanyard for $20 free ship. So I'm about 40 bucks now profit on all that Boy Scout stuff, maybe even 50. So for $6, I'm gonna gamble anytime I see Boy Scout stuff in a box. It's been doing extremely well. Shockingly, I have 2 more patch lots up of like the generic patches and they haven't sold. But some of this like random stuff has been doing really, really well. So I can't complain about it. And yeah, going back to the regular scheduled programming. So thank you guys so much for watching my ship with me video. Sorry if it was like a little bit scattered, but I probably should never film a video when I have a mess in front of me because it feels like my head is cluttered, but hopefully you guys learned some things today, and please subscribe and I will try to get better at these.